G'day, my name is David and I love my gardening. Today I wanted to share with you how I do my weed-free onion growing. Today I'm going to be planting up some pickling onions, and onions do not like competition from weeds or any other plants, but in particular weeds, and it takes a long time for onions to mature ready for harvesting. These guys are only, it says 12 weeks, but I'll believe that when I see it. So my style of gardening that suits me, because I don't have a lot of time to do weeding, is I like using weed matting. And this is a weed matting I bought off eBay. It lasts a long time, it doesn't break down. As soon as it shows any signs of wear or tear, I dispose of it. But to do my weed-free onion growing, there's a few things you need. One is one of these gas burner torches, and I'll show you how I use that. Obviously some weed matting, some little hooks to secure the weed matting so the wind doesn't blow it away, and then 2 metal star pickets. And we'll go over and set this up and I'll show you how I do it. So here we are at step number 2. I've got a bed here where I'm planning to plant out my pickling onions. What I've done is I put the weed matting down, cut it to cover up the full size of my plot. It's approximately 1 metre by 2.5, 3 metres long. I've pinned it down with my little metal pins, so one in each corner. I'll throw one in the middle just for good measure, hold it down. And then what I'm going to plan on doing is I want to do 3 rows here of pickling onions. This is a wide enough bed to do that in. So I'll work out roughly where I'm going to go here. So I've laid down 2 star pickets, and that's going to be the width of the hole I want to cut. So I'm going to do one here, one obviously in the middle, and one over in this other third here. So you work out roughly where you want it to go, and then I'll show you what we do next. So what I've allowed here is about a 3-inch gap, 2.5, 3-inch gap is how wide I want the row. The smaller the row, the less weeds you get. Obviously just got to allow enough room for your plants, and pickling onions aren't going to be a very big onion, they're not going to take up a lot of space. And what you do is you take your blowtorch, and then in control bursts, and you'll see why we use the metal, around the edge of the steel, and it cuts it, cauterizes it. We go back across the other end. Just the right control bursts, because the last thing you want this to do is catch on fire. And we want to go across the end here. Now, one of the important things, and the reason why I use this method, is you'll notice as you go along, it cauterizes the edges, it actually burns the edges. If you use a pair of scissors, where I've cut the end here, you can see where I've cut it with a pair of scissors, the ends fray, and this will just continue to keep on falling apart. It makes a big mess, you end up with strands of plastic everywhere. By burning it this way, it cauterizes it, and it won't fray, it won't undo, it's all melted together. So it's a really quick way of making a nice cut that won't unravel. See here, this is the end where I've cut it. It's cauterized and melted the plastic, so you don't get it unraveling like that. It's the only way to go. I love using this method. I've used it for many, many years. And we'll come across here and I'll do the rest, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. And there we go, there's the finished product. 3 nice rows. 1, 2, 3. Edges are all nicely cauterized so these won't unravel, and this will last for years. This weed matting will last for easy 5 years before it shows any signs of wear, and you should throw it away at that stage. Dispose of it responsibly. Now I'll just go back through here and put in my rows, put in my onions, and get them growing. Quick, easy way to do it. Fantastic tool for keeping your weeds down. Highly recommend it. There's no problems. People say, oh, the oxygen can't get to the soil. That's just rubbish. People say the water can't penetrate. That's rubbish. This stuff is fantastic, the weed matting. Some of the benefits of it, well, obviously keeps your weeds down. The second thing it does is it actually warms up the soil and helps retain the heat. So for plants like tomatoes and corn, strawberries, see my strawberries over here going absolutely gangbusters, nuts. Plastic weed matting, only way to go. Keeps the weeds down. Strawberries sit on the top there. Beautiful strawberries, amazing strawberries. Everything I do here is weed matting, and pick an easy way to prep the edges without using scissors, and it doesn't unravel. Please like, share. If you have any questions, pop them down below. Thanks for watching.